Well, guys, the 2024 election is coming at you pretty fast. We have less than 11 months left until Election Day 2024. Now, in my opinion, it's definitely looking like, especially on the Republican side, Donald Trump has this thing locked up. He knows that he actually has the nomination locked up. He hasn't showed up to one single debate. The polls showing him overwhelmingly destroying all of the GOP candidates. Now, on the Democrat side, Joe Biden. The DNC refuses to have primaries, even though Democrat voters don't want Joe Biden. It's something like 65% of Democrat voters want someone to challenge Joe Biden. They don't want Joe Biden. Joe Biden has no supporters whatsoever. When you actually see the media going out there and interviewing, just average everyday voters. I'm not talking about like other politicians, okay? I'm talking about the voters. I haven't heard one single person actually say, yeah, I'm hyped up for Biden. You'll actually see people say they're hyped up for Donald Trump. People will actually go out there and vocally support Trump. No voters are out there supporting Joe Biden. To me, he is a dead man walking. Okay? Now, that actually brings us to Stephen A. Smith, ESPN. Now, Stephen A. Smith did vote for Joe Biden in 2020. Now, Stephen A., in my opinion, isn't as far left as he may seem on ESPN. He's not. He's actually been pretty vocal on saying that we need somebody else besides Joe Biden. Now, Stephen A. has also said that he has never believed that Trump was racist. Now, the left is going to tell you, hey, Trump is racist. Even though throughout Trump's career, he has never, ever, ever given any indication that he's a racist. Now, Beijing Biden, that's a different story. Of course. Many, many times Joe Biden has said racist stuff. But the polls are saying, I'll take the polls for what they are, this could be an electoral landslide for Donald Trump. It's going to be bad. Now, people may actually be thinking it's Gavin Newsom coming in, the great white hype for the Democrats. I believe he would lose to Trump also as well. But we need to go ahead and jump in to this clip here of Stephen A. Smith on with Clay Travis on Outkick. And he's actually weighing in on Trump and Biden, but he believes that Donald Trump would actually start a civil war if he's elected. Now, what does he mean by that? Is he saying that there would actually be a call to arms by Trump? I don't think so. Maybe Stephen A., and he doesn't actually say this, maybe he's actually thinking that the left would just go absolutely crazy if Trump was elected again, that they would actually start a civil war. He's not necessarily saying that Trump would actually start the civil war. I wish he would actually have clarified that a little bit more. But also he's but he actually does say, hey, maybe Republican voters should actually consider Ron DeSantis or Nikki Haley. Stephen A., have you been paying attention to Nikki Haley? Nikki Haley definitely wants us to get into World War III. Definitely. And Ron DeSantis, man, really does not have the juice right now. Great governor of Florida, but on the national stage, man, his campaign has been a failure. But let's go ahead and listen in to Stephen A. Smith.
Trump and Biden look like they're going to be the Democrat and Republican nominees in 2024. Yep. I know there'll be third parties. Would you vote Biden? Would you vote Trump? Would you vote third party? Or are you so frustrated you just throw up your hands, which unfortunately I think a lot of people are going to be, and just wouldn't even bother to show up because you don't think it's going to matter?
I would tell you that I would vote third party in a heartbeat if I thought it could win an election. I don't want to throw away my vote, okay? But I will tell you, I'm not enamored with either candidate. I'm not as down on all of Trump's policies as people are. There are some good things he's done. I'm from an HBCU. I know that he did things for HBCUs. I think that he's so divisive that he could potentially cause civil war in this country. That's my concern about him. What I would ask the Republicans is this. Somebody like DeSantis would vote right along how he'd vote. They try to implement policies just like he's implementing it. Nikki Haley as well. I mean, what are you talking about? They would do the things that Trump does. They would just do it with considerably more decorum and, dare I say, decency, as opposed to being so divisive where you ultimately cause civil war in this country. On the other hand, there's Biden. And there are a lot of people with the Democratic Party that I won't give their names, but they've made sure to contact me because they didn't like the fact that I said this, Clay. We need a new president. The man is going to be 82 years of age in the year 2024. There's no way around it. We need to.
Yeah. So you heard that right there, guys. You heard that right there. Joe Biden is too old. I believe it's more than that. By the way, Beijing Biden actually came out and said that he was not sure that he would actually be running in 2024 if Trump wasn't running. I'm still dumbfounded, guys, because when it came to 2020, I remember I was like, man, do you realize what's going to happen if Joe Biden actually gets in office? And even Joe Biden has surprised me on how bad he is. Joe Biden is making Jimmy Carter look great right now. Absolutely great. Joe Biden is actually lying about the economy. He's completely lying. I mean, inflation is still a major problem. He's talking about inflation's down. Inflation was so high, guys. So high that 14%, whatever it was, inflation baked in, not going away. Not going away. People are not feeling any type of relief because there is no relief. I mean, the border, man, an unmitigated disaster, man. How can anybody actually vote for Joe Biden? You Democrat voters, are you happy with the border? Because just the other day we had, man, I don't know how many Chinese illegals at the border. Men, for the most part. I believe it's like 85% men at the border from China. I mean, I was just stunned. This is what's happening, man. This is what's happening. And by the way, Joe Biden wants more money for Ukraine and Israel, with the vast majority of money going to Ukraine. I hate to tell you, Democrats, but Ukraine is a lost cause. It's a lost cause, man. We shouldn't have gave them one single dime. Volodymyr Zelensky is a dictator. Christians being persecuted over there. No elections over there in Ukraine. I mean, the Democrats are more pro-Zelensky than Trump. They want war. They want war. Now, Stephen A. Stephen A. definitely seems like he's going to be voting for Biden, but not that he actually wants Biden to be the president. I mean, listen to what he said. He said that he would vote third party if he believed that it could actually win an election. Now, the third party candidates like RFK Jr., not going to win. It's not going to win. So Joe Biden, Stephen A., I should actually say, is going to vote Joe Biden by default. I believe that's a problem right there. I believe voting with your conviction. let's say that I didn't support Biden or Trump. I'm not going to vote for a candidate I don't believe in. You can write somebody in. You can write somebody in. If you don't like the two people on the ballot, write somebody in. Vote with your conviction. I'm a proponent of that. But you guys know I'm on Team Trump. I'm on Team Trump. Even if they convict him, even if they throw him in jail, I'm still voting for him. And we know that Fannie Willis definitely wants Trump in jail in Georgia so badly. Very badly. But however, all that stuff is backfired. Trump has gotten stronger and stronger and stronger with every indictment. Maybe they need to indict him again. Maybe they do. Trump isn't afraid of that. And more minorities are supporting Trump, probably more than for any Republican in the last 70 years. I mean, according to the polls, now, like I said, polls are one thing, but I'm going to be very curious to see those exit polls for the general election in 2024. What if Trump gets 25% of the black vote? That would be a wake-up call to Democrats, because it'll be a bloodbath for them. I mean, if Trump doesn't win, man, something's wrong at this point. Something is wrong at this point. The Democrats see how popular he is. That's why they're trying to indict him, lock him up. They know how bad Joe Biden is. They know that Biden can win. But the Democrats they're suppressing the vote of Democrat voters. They're saying no primaries. No, you take Joe Biden. That's what we're giving you. Yeah. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.